You're welcome back. You're still watching Breakfast Daily Weekend on ChannelOne TV, and it has been amazing, amazing, amazing back-to-back so far. And if you're still watching, we are about to delve into our home improvement segment. Today we're talking about the ultimate guide to setting up a home office. So I know you definitely will have some questions for us. Do remember that the hashtag across all social media networks, hashtag Breakfast Daily Weekend, and you can send your questions, your suggestions to 0204 447 033, 0204 447 033. In studio with me today to discuss how to set up a office space in your home is Ava Aziz. Ava, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for
having me.
How are you
doing?
Me. I'm good, thank you.
Right, you're a refurb specialist.
Correct.
I've heard about interior designer, etc., but never a refurb specialist. So what exactly does a refurb specialist do? Okay. What does your job entail?
Yes. So I wouldn't say I'm an interior decorator because I'm not. You know, I mean, to be an interior decorator, you need to know about colors, shapes, and things like that. So I wouldn't classify myself as that. So the reason why I say I'm a refurb specialist, because what I essentially do, go into homes and we arrange things around, we refurb old spaces that you have, and we give it new life, new meaning, right, for our clients and our customers. So that's what I will say. Yeah, that's what we do.
That's interesting. So it's completely opposite of what an interior designer does.
It's not completely different. It's just more based on functionality more than aesthetics. Right. I will say an interior decorator is more on the aesthetics, okay? We're placing a yellow chair, but when you are a refurb person, you're more on the...
Are you already working with what the person has?
What the person has in the home. We can use maybe an old desk and put it somewhere else, you know. So this is the type of things that we do around, and we use what customers already have and just move it around a little bit. Yes.
Right. So let's delve into, you know, our topic for today. I have maybe a space in my house or a room in my house, and I want to turn it into an office space.
Yeah.
What are the first things that should come to mind?
Okay. I think when we talk about home space, I think it's actually a very, very important topic, because fortunately or unfortunately, due to, like, you know, the pandemic, a lot of people have been forced to work from home. And some people are still working from home, because some businesses realize that actually working from home, you know, the employees are still being productive. So why not work from home? With that, obviously, initially, I mean, from even experience working from home, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, really? I can work from home. I don't have to go anywhere. But then you suddenly realize that actually you need a space, like you need a space that is yours, you know, and also you start realizing that when you don't have that space, productivity goes really down, and you go from waking up in the morning being super excited, and then 10 minutes later you're just in the kitchen looking for something, or you know, you just can't, so nibble up, or you know, instead of sitting comfortably on your chair, you're on the sofa, on the laptop, you know, and then that makes you realize that you do need a space just dedicated for you know, for your work.
Right.
And then we also have to think about that space is such an important space, because it's the space that's making you money. So let's be realistic. It has to be a space where you thrive in and you're the most productive in. So yes.
Okay, so what are some of the basic things that I should consider?
Okay, I think it really depends on your home. So sometimes we've gone in and clients have a spare room. Ideally, it's the best thing to have a spare room, because obviously we can just change it. We do have, I mean, luckily here in Ghana, people tend to have big spaces, bigger houses, because it was always the dream of, you know, my child will grow up and they will stay with me. No, it's not, please. It's not really the case. So a lot of people have empty rooms.
Right.
So ideally, if you have an empty room, there's just a bed in there, I think we will just tell you to let's relocate the bed somewhere else. So give it up to charity and actually use that space as your home studio.
Right.
I think that's an ideal situation.
Okay.
However, you find that not everyone has those opportunities and the spare rooms. So what we start looking around, sometimes we can look under the stairs to see if there's space enough to create like a desk for you, or it could be simply at your dinner table. We create like a section dedicated for you to put your laptop and all the bits that you need for work. So I guess it really depends on client to client and homes to homes basis. So yeah.
And the particular space that I end up choosing, whether it under the stairs or a little corner in my home, what needs to be there? Like, what am I looking at to say that, okay, this would be an ideal space for my home office or not? Does it need to have, how much light should it have to affect my mood or otherwise?
Yeah, I think the first thing we need to look at is light. I mean, light is everything.
Very important.
Is waking up when you don't open those curtains, you're still in that sleeping mode. So definitely light, positioning your desk where there's daylight is ideal. But then again, sometimes we don't get that. So I think later I'll show you guys how we can amplify light and light solutions that you can have in your home. But I will definitely say light, daylight is a great place. Also a place where you can actually see the door, like an entrance, so
Oh, really?
for movement.
Why is that important?
I think it's very important because a lot of meetings, if you're at home, you have a lot of meetings, and setting up, for example, your desk. Just say if the door is behind you and you don't see who's coming in and out, it can be very distractive as well. I mean, that even happens in when you go to the restaurant. When you're facing inwards and you don't see who's coming behind you, you can easily get distracted by the door. So we always say be like, facing the door so you see what's happening, or just look at the door by the side so you know who's entering. During COVID, there was a lot of videos, funny videos that were going around. I remember one in particular. It was this man having this serious meeting, and his little girl. I don't know if you remember. And then the little girl comes in, and the nanny comes in, and it distracts like the whole meeting. So those are the things that we also have to look out for. Positioning ourselves in a way that will not be so distracted.
Okay, so they're going to bring in the table.
Yes,
and you're going to show us exactly. Yes, we went shopping for a table. And something. So we're going to set up our little home office here at ChannelOne News. I said news. ChannelOne TV, right?
Yes.
Let's go towards the table and let's see how we're going to do this. Okay.
Lovely, lovely, lovely.
All right, we have our lamp as well.
Yes.
Right.
Lovely, yeah.
Okay, so we're facing the door.
Yes.
That is.
Yes, so we're facing a door. Okay.
And our chair as well.
The chair is definitely a must.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We can start.
This is all you. What do we do?
This is all me. Okay. For me, setting up a desk at home, it gives you the opportunity to actually put on your desk things that will help you concentrate, which is something that is very important in a home setting. Like I said, you're at home, you can get easily distracted, you can move about, but once you have everything on your desk, it will help you to, increase productivity. So what I have here is few bits, obviously depending on the space you have, you can, amplify that or get more accessories for yourself. So what I have here is just a storage solution, very simple. In here, where you put here, you have it to the side, you have some tissues, you put your pen. I don't know if I grabbed the pen. And also when it comes to pen as well, let's not have a lot of pens because
you'll only use one at
you
the
only
end of the
need
day.
one. You need like a black and a red just to highlight things, and then that's it. So we are trying to just keep things as
minimalistic as possible.
Okay, so we'll have our storage solution, our tissues go in there, pens. And then what I have here is obviously we need, I don't know if everyone is like me, but I'm still old school. I love a little note. I love the feeling of writing down things and just sticking it and then remembering what is that. So notes, and get colorful ones because you want to make it creative, So just get colorful ones. Obviously, I got things that also remind me of what I need to do. So
Okay,
it's
so
like
you have
today. This is my today stuff.
Right, so
Yeah.
that's the sticker today.
Today stickers, and then you know what you're doing first and what you're not.
Okay, so you're
doing.
using these stickers, putting what you have to do, all right, for the
Yes,
day.
for the day. And what I like about, going shopping for this type of items as well, I always go for things that gives you little reminders. So like we have today, and we have things that say enjoy the moment. And I think it's very important when you're at home and you're feeling like, oh gosh, enjoy the moment. The money's coming, so enjoy it. Enjoy working from home.
Okay.
And then other messages, just do that or just do it, whatever
Just to
you feel.
vamp
Yes,
yourself up.
vamp
'Cause,
yourself
you're
up.
in the space alone, so sometimes you
Alone.
need a bit of,
And not just alone, with kids as well.
sometimes
Running
yes,
around
running
and you
around,
just need that little reminder that you can do it. You can do it. So
all right, so what else do
definitely
I need to set up my little home office?
okay, so I have little plants. You always need some green. I think just to keep you going. So we have that. As I told you, we have the lamp in case we're not near any lights or
right.
anything. So we always
Right.
need a bit of light as well. And then you never know, you might wake up in the middle of the night. You don't want to disturb depending on where your desk is, and you just want to focus. So that light will just give you the focus to stay put. I also have things like alcohol wipes. I know people don't think about those things, but
Okay,
I
so
do
why is that
sometimes.
important?
I mean, you're at your desk all day, touching the desk. And again, if you're anything like me, touching your face, then touching this, then you're going to the washroom, then you're touching doors, and you know.
Right,
So
so
we're
just something
still,
to
you know.
sanitize your hands.
Yes, I mean, we're not saying we're in the pandemic, but still, let's keep, hygiene to a max. So clean your space, and we all know clean spaces are good for you. And then I have little things like, a picture frame.
Right.
And this actually brought my own picture frame from my home office. And it's essentially is putting things down that will support you throughout the day.
Okay. Yeah.
You could be having a very stressful moment, or you just having a meeting that didn't go accordingly. So having little, again, reminders whilst you're at home, it can be very hectic working from home. As much as it's enjoyable, it can be quite, hard. So have pictures of your loved ones, things that will motivate you throughout the day. I think it's very important to have in your space. So we have that as well, okay? And it can be a quote, it could be a picture, anything that makes you want to go for that extra hour or that gives you that extra motivation. And then, of course, a lot of people are moving from PCs and having laptops. So,
Right.
of course, I mean, office, laptop. PC is very important.
Aside the laptop, though, what other technology should we be looking at?
Okay, your phone. Your phone, it is a must. It has to be close to you, because when it's not close to you, again, we could be getting up a lot and going to see who has messaged me. We need to be
But
realistic.
sometimes the phones can also be distractions.
Very much so. So, I mean, what we do, I advise my clients is put it on, focus mode.
Right.
So, I mean, I won't say what phone, but there are ways that you can manage your phone to put it on focus mode. So it will just maybe divert your calls, and you can set it up yourself. So 30 minutes, that you're deep in your work, and then 30 minutes is actually a good time also to have a break from your desk and move around, because what we don't want to do is sit still in one place for longer than 30 minutes, because then that also causes other issues like back, circulation. So we could have the phone next to us and set it for 30 minutes alarms that will get us to move afterwards. So I would say phone is good. And then also what I have, and I think is very important, is this little Bluetooth speaker.
Right.
Again, you can connect it from obviously your laptop or your phone. Music always helps. Music.
Yeah, if it's not a distraction.
If it's not a distraction, But then with pieces like this, it really depends the individual.
Right.
You will see that some people work better with noise, believe it or not.
That's
they
true.
need a
That's
little
true.
bit of a bass to go on. So it really depends. Other gadgets will depend on what the individual needs and also what type of job they do. But I do like a little speaker for a little break.
Let's open this up so that we can
Yeah.
actually get a feel of the workspace. There we
Yes,
go.
there we go.
With our notes, right?
Our notes, yes. And again, you could obviously have a bigger desk, but we
This
just
is-
want to use
yeah,
this 'cause-
working with for now.
Yes.
Okay.
And then what's also very, very important is the chair you select for your home office. You know, you need to still remind yourself that you're in a workplace. So do get a work office chair. Mainly because, I mean, I will show you here.
do so.
It's flexible, okay? You can move it around. So for someone like me that's a bit short, you know, I can still go up and down.
Yeah, so it needs to be comfortable.
comfortable.
Support your spine, most importantly.
Exactly. And then, yes, again, it's good for rest. You know, we can go back. And let's be honest, again, posture is a really big factor when it comes to productivity.
Okay.
You know, if I was to, you know, latch or, you know, just bend it over, you'll see that in a few minutes I'll be tired and I'll be like, okay, let me just
Get up and do something,
do
and then
something
you end
else.
up
You know, and then
spending
it's like
20 minutes away from your desk,
exactly.
right.
So the chair, the positioning of the chair, feeling comfortable. And with these office chairs, you can move it around until you feel really good. There's some people, unfortunately, they have a big curve on their spine. So again, you could get like a pillow to support your back, your
right.
lumbar. So, you know, so those are little things that we will add to our clients as we're setting up the office.
This is nice. I like this. I really like this.
Yes.
All right, let me call Jude. Where is
Okay.
he? So that he can have a feel of this little
Yes,
office space and
please
give
do.
us. Are you coming in with a really?
Hi.
I'm here
Hi.
watching everything. Hi.
Hi.
I mean, so I'm to sit and relax, right?
Yes,
Yes.
and give us your opinion of our office space setup.
Wow. I mean, this looks nice. Very simple. Simple is classy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think so. My only concern is for some of us who like stretching our legs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the space.
So then you'll get a different table
So I'll
or
probably get a different
something
table.
that will suit your long
yeah,
legs.
Yeah. But I like this.
Definitely.
It's simple. It's classy. It looks great.
Thank
It
you.
feels relaxing. Right?
So
Actually.
you're relaxed.
Yeah, we need to talk to HR to
To make some adjustments.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I think a lot of the time what happens is that a lot of employers feel the ergonomics part of everything, right? So once they provided a chair and a table, they think the job is done, but they fail to look at posture, for example.
Exactly.
How far below the table is, how comfy the chair is.
Correct.
So I think we need to start having these very important conversations.
Yeah, I've seen videos of people in chairs where you can cross your legs, you can adjust it in certain ways. Tables that can stand, so that you can your
Yeah.
laptop is on a level with you as you are standing, so that when you're tired of sitting, you
You
can
could
stand up. Yeah,
definitely,
And,
yes,
and so I
yes.
guess it all depends on your
It's very
pocket
important.
and everything.
Yeah.
We a lot of the time, people place more emphasis on aesthetics rather than
Correct.
the ergonomics part of it. But
Correct.
that's also equally important. I want to believe.
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, and that's why I said I deal more with, using the space that you have. When you come to interior decorators, they will look at, okay, what colors do you like, you know. But what I essentially do is the space you have, how best can we work with it.
Work
So
with what you have.
I think that's mainly the difference. And I always say, I'm not an interior decorator. I hate selection because I like everything. So I leave that to them. But I'm also very functional. What I have, what can I do with what I
Wow, so
have?
if I should put you on the spot, having to choose between, let's say, aesthetics, economics in terms of finances, what you can afford, and ergonomics, what would you say should be the priority for anyone wanting to settle on?
I think, I'm very sensible. So I think I'm sensible, but I like to be comfortable. So I think aesthetics, if I was to grade it, I think aesthetics for me would be
Number one.
You're at the bottom.
at the
At
bottom.
the bottom.
Yes.
Wow.
And then first it will be like how comfortable I am, because when you're comfortable, you do more.
So that's ergonomics. Number two.
Ergonomics. No, ergonomics, I'll put that as number
Number
one.
one.
Yes,
Okay.
I need to be comfortable. It doesn't have to be flashy, but it has to be comfortable. So one. And then two, then I will have, the economic
Part. Wow.
part of
But
it.
there are
Yes.
people, there's a school of thought that says, for example, So, for example, the thing they say about first impression, some people's minds are attuned to how nice the thing is, and they are able to react with their mood to give up their best. When they enter a place and it's brightly colored, even the smell of it sometimes determines how far they'll go in terms of their effort.
Yes.
So, in that sense, don't you say maybe, just maybe, the aesthetics too matters a little more than how comfortable you are in? Because, I mean, with comfort, if you're tired, stand up and jog or stand up and walk. Am I putting you on the spot too much?
No, not at all. But for me, you know,
what do you recommend?
is you know, you have to be comfortable. You really, you know, I was just saying that now. I'm a trainer girl. Like I'm always because of my work. You know, so I think being comfortable is what will determine what you will make as well in terms of finances.
That's true.
Ava, this is amazing.
Thank you
so much for coming, and we'll certainly have you back for more. Thank you so much for thinking and staying with us. He's so comfortable.
Yeah, he's so comfortable. Yes,
wants to keep the conversation
let
running.
me just get you your water here,
Of course,
and then that's it. We're done.
hydration.
And then
so
you're
where can
done.
we find you?
Well, actually, I work from home. That's why I have, you know, I guess I'm getting this segment. My office is based in my home. I live in Northridge.
How can we contact you if we need
come to my
some bit
cafe.
of
I'm actually in my cafe as well. I have a cafe called Northridge Cafe. So once you come into the cafe, then I will take you to my home office, and then we go from there. So
social media handles.
Northridge Cafe, like literally Northridge Cafe is not just a place to eat, it's actually a community. So it's a
working space.
It's a working space. Most of my clients come there and they keep on coming, and then obviously depending on what their needs are.
Consider us your new clients.
I think so, because I mean,
I'm looking forward. Yes.
You look too comfortable. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so
what
much,
you do for
Ava.
hotel spaces and all of that, or just working environments?
Funny enough, right now as you speak, I'm actually doing a refurb for an hotel in Accra, just by airport.
Wow. Okay.
It's not an office space, but like I said, I mainly do refurb and, you know, changing space or whatever space you have. Let's see how we can give it new life. So at the moment, I'm doing that. So I do that and plus homes as well.
Thank you so much, Ava.
Thank
We
you so
really
much.
appreciate it. Ava Aziz is a refurb specialist. You know where to find her.
Yeah.
Do not go away. We'll be back with more.
Thank you so much.